Focus on the mission.
Hey, what's up, Forum? It's Gorilla Hands here, and I'm bringing you another gameplay commentary. I'm actually trying out a new series that's inspired by the thread Meet Your Fellow Forum Runners. I want to get some of the guys from the forum channel on here, have a little Q&A and talk with them, just so you can kind of get an idea of who they are and how they play. And for the first episode, we have Dyno Mite. So why don't you go ahead and say hello and what's up?
Hey Forum, I'm Dyno, aka Tuba Kevin. Just saying hi.
Now, I guess you have two usernames. You have Dyno and you have Tuba Kevin. Can you explain where those come from?
Dyno is Dyno Mite0210 is just a name I came up with a couple years back when I first created my Xbox Live account. Just came off the top of my head, and Tuba Kevin actually came across from, I think it was Random Hero, and I told some fellow forumers that I usually game with that I played the tuba in high school, and they're like, "Hey, let's just name you Tuba Kevin." So that's how that name stuck.
Well, yeah, that's simple enough. That's a pretty cool story. Now you've been running with the forum a long time, at least longer than I have. When did you? I guess how did you meet with the forum, or when did you first meet up with them?
Jeez, I gotta say it was back when the World at War site on the COD.com opened up. I created an account when that site first opened up, and then I kind of took a hiatus from that site for a little bit. And then I came back, and then the forums were just all up and running. And after a while, I just started meeting up with Wiggs and Prowler and all those guys.
And I guess after time, you just guys started playing together.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, since forums kind of established around, I guess it originated from World at War, it kind of focuses a little bit about Call of Duty. What is you've played Black Ops for a little bit for some time now, I imagine. After playing it, what do you think is your favorite COD in this series so far?
Jeez, I liked COD 4 until World at War came out, and then I absolutely loved World at War until to this day it's one of my favorites. I mean, just the fact that you could have the unscoped bolt actions going throughout the entire game was one of the best parts. And Modern Warfare 2 to me was good, but it's not as good as World at War.
And how does Black Ops, I guess, stack up?
There's one thing I don't really like, and that's the fact that the snipers have that idle sway, that sway when you bring up the scope. I do not like that at all. Also, the fact that the maps don't seem to be sniper friendly. I mean, there's just so many maps out there that just don't have that same little line of sight that most of the other maps in the COD series have.
Yes, I actually noticed that exactly. We'll lead into this question in a second, but I noticed from my playstyle is extremely rush happy, so I guess unfortunately for you, these maps don't lend well to, I guess, what your style of play is. But for me, I like these close quarter kind of SMG style maps. So I personally like the level design. But I guess this leads into the next question, and that's, what's your style of play in Black Ops or generally in Call of Duty?
My style has pretty much always been sit back toward, not exactly the spawn, but I've always been kind of a go around the perimeter type of guy with a sniper rifle or an assault rifle and just take people off from a distance. That's what I've always done. I've always done better from long range.
Okay, like a little not close quarter combat. And I mean, I noticed, at least looking in this gameplay, you're kind of you've got the assault rifle with the silencer on it, so people have no idea where you're coming from. So yeah, you can see that in the gameplay. Let's take a little bit of the focus off of Call of Duty and just kind of maybe gaming in general. How long have you been playing video games, do you think?
I remember my first console, if you can call it that, was GBA, given to me by a neighbor. And then I bought Pokemon later after that. This was probably when I was like 6. And I got my first console, which was the original Xbox, back in 2004. And I got Halo 2 and Halo 1 with that. So I've been gaming for a while now.
Okay. So I guess you never played on the PlayStation?
No, I have not. Well, I played what was that? Midnight Club for a little bit, but that's about it.
Okay. So you've been an Xbox guy most of your life then. Okay. So I guess it's safe to say. I guess what's your favorite console or maybe handheld console? What's your favorite device?
Well, the only game I've really ever played was the Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Advance, and then that was pretty much my only one. And then I got the flip one. I forget which one that was. The SP. There we go. And that was pretty much it.
Okay. And if you had to pick a favorite game, what would that be?
Favorite game out of everything?
That's a tough question, actually. It's hard for me to even come up with an answer for that.
Out of everything, favorite game. Gotta say, it's gotta be the Mass Effect series so far.
Yeah, that is actually a very strong series. I like how they kind of tie in the second game with the first game. There's so many different paths you can take. So yeah, it's a really strong title.
Yep.
I can see why that would be definitely a favorite. Now, I guess since you mentioned Mass Effect, if you're not playing COD, what other games do you find yourself playing?
Depends on what I'm in the mood for. I mean, I usually switch between Red Dead right now and what's the other one? Probably gonna switch back to Mass Effect 2 soon.
Did you download the new DLC for Red Dead?
I did. Yeah, I did. It was pretty good. I finished it last week.
And you liked it? Are you a
it.
fan of the kind of zombie genre, or do you think it's a little played out?
At the moment, it's played out, but I think anyway. And then, yeah, I've always been a fan of the zombie thing.
Yeah. I do think it's gotten a little past its prime. I think around the Left 4 Dead time it was really good, but now it seems like everything's zombies. But yeah, no, Red Dead Redemption's a pretty awesome game. I certainly liked it a lot more than GTA 4. I think just because they changed the series from the same thing they were doing for a while and then put it in a different setting. I guess to take the focus off of gaming now, what do you like to do outside of gaming?
I usually just like to hang out with friends. I usually go out actually a lot with my coworkers who I work at Dairy Queen, nearby Dairy Queen, and I usually like to go out to see movies, do whatever with friends, and then when I have my free time, I usually play my tuba.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Like I'm not really doing much outside of gaming.
Now, this is going to be a really strange question, but every time I go to a Dairy Queen, everybody's super friendly. Any other fast food place I go, everybody seems like they're pissed off and they hate their job. Is there something that they're doing over there? Are they paying you more money, or do they have some type of bonus incentive that I don't know about? I mean, am I crazy? Is that only the Dairy Queens that I've been to, or are people just generally happier at the Dairy Queen?
We're usually a happy bunch.
Do you get free ice cream or something?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Oh, that's good to know. Let's see. Well, I guess, do you want to talk a little bit about your commentary? We got about a minute left.
There's just like a couple things that I noticed about this gameplay. I mean, a little bit earlier, I dove out of those grenades at those guys. That guy
saw that.
tossed
I thought that it was like an action scene. How you dodged both those grenades. That was pretty
yeah.
awesome. But yeah, no, I mean, we'll definitely see more gameplay from you in the future. If you guys are new to the site, please feel free and subscribe and check out our Forum Boys website. I'll include a link in the description. Thanks, Dyno, for coming on. His final score was 30-5, and as always, guys, take it easy.